everyone. My name is Letizia. My Italiano is Letizia, and this is my internship company Unique. So today I will tell you my unique experience. And this is Unique. And Unique is a business center in Spoleto. And my object is to search the investor for Unique, to find the investor and acquire for Unique. Maybe somebody who interested in Unique and who want to buy Unique in Italy. And I divide my object to two parts. The first one is the relevant business industry, and the other one is irrelevant industry. And about the relevant industry, I searched many places about China and Taiwan and some Europe fitness center, and all of this is the China fitness center. And this is all the Europe or USA fitness center I searched, and I found the person is responsible for the overseas expansion of anytime fitness, and some people is responsible the dream. And about the irrelevant industry, I found some website. This website is very interesting. It's found by Chinese people. China, and the website is provide the Italian management to publish their information about selling their company. So this is a very interesting website. And if you publish your information on website, they will help you to explore your information to this every part of this. And I found another way to search the best is the first one is the Taiwan Immigration Consultants Association and the China Immigration website. So my project result, the first is a regular fitness industry, and I contact many fitness center, but actually is no conclusion. And the irrelevant industry, the first one is the network platform. I told it is to publish the information about selling on the internet. And actually, my boss Luca told me that very important word is that if our customer saw the information about selling Unique, actually that is not a good way to do, because the customer will feel not good. So I don't do the contact because it's not a good way for Unique. And about the immigration, I contact more than 30 immigration consulting, and I'm still waiting for the reply. And about Taiwan, I received 5 replies about the cooperation, and the cooperation I give our boss Luca. And I want to show you about my life in Italy. Actually, we have many chance to speak in Italiano to our bus driver or the clerk in your speed or your dormitory guard, and I like to have interaction with them, and I can learn many from them. And this is a wonderful opportunity for me that I won't get in Taiwan. Yes. And when I go to many countries, I learned that we need to open our mind to accept the different culture and different kind of lifestyle. And I found one thing is that maybe we can learn the local language. Because I think learn local language is a basic respect to the people, to the local people or to the country. So if you speak in in Italy and speak in Italiano, and some people will be a little bit surprised, and they will respond you with passion and to explain everything to you, and the interaction will be very fun. And I think the TIP program, we need to make the opportunity, because TIP gives you the chance to experience the different life journey. But the value of the journey you need to create by yourself. So don't just be the way you are now. So try to create more, and you will get more. And the other treasure is your family, because many people, your team members are carry different background, different department, different kind of value about life and things, and you can find many treasures on them. So if you observe closely to observe your members, you will find many treasure on them. So that is your family. At last, I think time passed very fast, and I even don't have enough time to say goodbye to all of my friends. The supermarket, blog, and the train ticket inspector, and the bar and the bartender, and most of this is my lover. Is my boss's father. I call him Papa. And so I think the time is really fast, and both of you need to seize the moment and cherish all the people you met in Italy. And the last, La Vida è Bella. This journey is really fantastic, and you will enjoy it. And just what I say, don't just think you go to there and you don't do anything. You need to create it, and you will get more than others. And I remember somebody says, go to board is not. It will not build up the global vision to go abroad, but you will broaden your horizon if you experience more about the different lifestyle. So enjoy your trip and try to create something. Thank you so much.
The next speaker, she is an engineering. She fulfilled her curious about the world by TIP program. She fulfilled her self-expectation. For example, she improved her English, and she understands different culture, and she made many new friends. The most important that she got a chance to travel around Italy, such a beautiful and romantic country. So I'd like to invite her to share her story with us. Let's welcome Miss Lin Yihua.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to see you here. Let me introduce myself. My name is Remy Lin, and my presentation topic is travel around the Italy. And the other topic is for talking about how to prepare the trip. Okay. Let me introduce myself at first. I'm a third TIP project student, and I'm also an intern in art group. as an engineer. So this project improved my professional skill in Italy, and the experience, the intern experience, made me after the internship, I worked in an American company as an R&D engineer too. Okay. Okay. The first slide I want to talk about the motivation. Why do you want to go to the Italy, or why do you want to join the project? In my opinion, I want to explore the world and to see the different career version. Sorry. And I want to try to work abroad in a short term to check my ability. Okay. And how do you prepare yourself? Before the trip, you should to prepare some stuff by yourself, and you should to review your life all the week. It's a best way to prepare your stuff. And everyone want to join the project where let money be an obstacle, but I don't think so, because the first you should to make some effort to be overcome some obstacle. Example for the money. The first one to use the self-financial, and then the second one is the Ministry of Education grant, and the last one is you can apply a loan from the government, because the government provides some young people foreign experience loans, and everyone can apply this money. And at least maybe 120,000. But at the first, you should to provide a proposal. So I shared my proposal plans to everyone. If you have any money or financial problem to apply this project, the first one slide is the price form, and then the second is your proposal. What is your goal to the Italy? And is your schedule and your budget in this trip. Finally, you should to provide your travel experience in this project. Okay, and the last topic is my experience after the TIP project. I traveled around Italy, and I went to Rome, Florence, and Valencia, Milano, and Capri Island. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. You should to visit, I think. And after the travel experience, you will find the best lifestyle you like. And okay. And after that, I start to manage my bloggers, and as my second job, I just live in Paris and for a month in March, because after the travel experience, you will be brave to do anything you want to do. Yes. Okay. Thank you for your attention. This is my presentation.
speaker, she is the intern of 2014. Before she joined TIP, she hated to change. She hated to go overseas. But after that, but one day, it just occurred to her, am I going to live such a boring life for the last 50 years of my life? So she changed her mind and she joined TIP. Now she has so many different point of view about so many things. Now let's welcome Ms. Zhang Jingren, Jenny, to share her TIP experience with us.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. Today I'm going to show my experience when I was going to Italy. Okay, last year. 2 years ago, yes. First, I would like to tell you what I'm going to say about my experience. I'll first show you tell you my foreign experience. For example, I have an internship in the hotel and also about the traveling. So this is my foreign experience. And the second part is what I learned from this experience. So I will tell you about what I learned and also some recommendations for the others who would like to join this program. And first, I would like to introduce the hotel I stayed when I was in Italy. It's a 4-star hotel and in San Martino in Campo. So it's like 10 minutes from the Perugia city. And this hotel is basically has the 7th century villas and with delicate fresco means the painting on the wall. And the service also includes meeting, banqueting, spa, and also restaurant. And it also has private chapels for people who like to pray. And the price starts with 100 euro and like around 300 euros. Yeah. And this is the picture. This is the main part of the 17th century building. And this is the swimming pool, spa. And this is the meeting room that I tell you about. You can see some paintings on the wall. It's called fresco. And my main job there is doing the like 18 pages brochures. And it includes the winery introductions in Italy. And also about the cashmere industry. Also, I learned from it is that from like 15th century, that in the Perugia, this area, it has pottery industry. Also, it has some travel agency information and also tell you the history of small towns in Umbria because Umbria is a very big place, not just a small town. And also it tells you about some cooking classes that you can join when you are in Italy. But I run into some difficulties when I have translation because the book, the handbook is more like Italian English. It's very strange for me. So I have to discuss with my friends in the translation department that who has the experience in translation. So I asked him about some questions, and also the poetic style of the writing makes me have run into difficulties. So this gives me the chance to have interactions with my colleague, to ask them about the history or some special words that they actually didn't translate it from Italian. And so I learned some wine knowledge. For example, Montefalco this place is famous for red wine, or Sagantino is a very old type of grapes that raise in Umbria. Yes, and I like it very much. And Il Santo is a kind of sweet wine with biscuits. I try a lot of these things. Also, like Grappa is a very strong wine that only in Italy is a kind of brandy. And Prosecco is a only sparkling wine of Italy. And this is the special names of wines in Italy. And also, they will, when they are drinking wines, they will also with bruschetta is a kind of bread that with olive oil and the tomato cut with pieces. This is the wine that I tried a lot in Italy. And after going to Italy, I find myself with some I'm quite interested in wine. So when I come back in Taiwan, I join classes about wine tasting. So I got a certification this January about for example, the class will teach us the color of wine, the taste of wine, the sourness, yeah. So like when you are going to, so this give me the concept about when you're going to a very fine restaurant, what kind of wine that you can order or you can introduce to your friends. So this is what I learned a lot when I coming back from Italy. And in June, I'm going to take the intermediate class about wine. And also from the translations of the book, I also find it interesting that actually in this area that it has cashmere industry. They put this kind of fabric in a fashion industry. And also, I understand that in what area of Perugia that it has actually pottery district and a little bit of its history. And when I was in Italy, except for translation, I doing different kinds of jobs in hotel. For example, reception, and when they have meetings, I'm help preparing coffees. And when they're busy in kitchen, if I am acceptable, they let me see how they work inside. So when I was understanding how a kitchen runs when they have banqueting, and also warehousing and storage, and also I join room keepings when they are very busy, and these are the very interesting experience. And for example, like in reception, I was also helping preparing the menu of the banqueting, and help setting up the meeting room in different kind of styles. And the kitchen, how they prepare food and what kind of local food they prepared for the banqueting. These are the pictures of the food. And I also like to tell you about my traveling. When I was in Europe, I go to France, England, and Spain because I enjoy eating very much. So I go to France and to see how to eat their exquisite gastronomy. But finally, I find the Italian food is the best. And also going to England because I was graduated from foreign language department, so this is actually the English literature where it comes from, for like Shakespeare, Byron, Yeats, or Keats. And in Spain, because my Italian teacher recommended me to go there, and I also find the cooking styles of Italy is a little bit similar from Spain, and also very good. And learning from the experience is that I think you should be quite admirable the opportunities that you have when you work as a English major, because if I don't come to Italy, I don't have the experience to see how a hotel works, because maybe I'll just be a teacher, a translation person, or some kind of work that is more related to foreign language. And also the working attitude that I see from Italian people is actually quite neat. When I was setting up the meeting room, I see how my colleagues to see every details when they are arrange everything. And I think getting along with people from different cultures is also what I learned from it, because we have culture differences. That how you communicate with these people and how you being a friend with them is very important. And also when I was working in Italy, I learned Italian a lot because only the people in reception speaks Italian. But finally, but in the end, I make friends in kitchen, and they are more friend to me. They treat me well, even better than those who are in the reception. So actually, in the February of this year, I come back to Italy and I see my colleagues there, and they give me some. With my poor Italian, he gives me some directions and some recommendations when I was looking for new jobs. And so, if you're going to Italy, I would give you a recommendation is that you definitely need to improve your Italian. Just don't think that English is going to work in Italy. Yeah, it's very important that you should learn Italian, and that's how I make friends and traveling and have very good traveling experience when I was in Italy. And when you cannot communicate well with them, that observation is a very important part. You see how they work, then you will understand them without language communication. And please don't limit yourself, because I think every experience that you have in Italy is very precious. Just grab every chance to try and different kinds of work. Just don't think that, for example, I go to Italy, and some people will think I'm not going there for like room keeping, but actually room keeping helps me a lot when I see a little details. When I was also learning how they see things in detail. And also meeting new people is very interesting to understand how the culture works. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jingran. The next speaker, she is the first crew of our internship. I always say they are the vanguard of TIP. And although she was the youngest intern then, but after 5 months, she transferred from a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly. Now let's invite Miss Huang Jiawei to share her story. Her topic is TIP's gift, CQ and friendship.
Everyone, I'm Tina. I'm a student of the first batch, and it's my 6th month to join this event. And today, the topic I want to share with everyone is TIP's gift, secure and friendships. And I want to introduce my company first. I'm working at Highway Technologies Corporations. And TIP is my first mountain, and my second mountain is Highway. Okay, and our product. Okay, and our products including School, Skyway, and robots including industrial robots and medical equipment. And last year, the Nikkei, the famous Japanese magazine, evaluates the 2009 to 2014 performances of the global enterprises by using 6 categories. And our company, Highwing, is ranked number 5. And as everyone can see, Apple is number 6. And our global location are including USA, Germany, Singapore, Italy, which is in Milano. And I may have the opportunity to go to Italy for a business trip this year because I have the TIP experience. And let's start my first topic today, CQ. And I believe everyone have ever heard IQ and EQ. And what is CQ? CQ means cultural intelligence. And there are 3 components of CQ. They are knowledge, mindfulness, and competitiveness. If we have the basic cultural knowledge and use mindfulness, it will become our CQ competence. And I want to make this concept more clear, so I would like to invite our Italian professor to be my guest. Would you come?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
You have to serve.
for lunch with your friends. There are two types of coffee. One is cafe, means espresso in Italy, and another is cappuccino. Which one will you choose? Would you like cafe or cappuccino?
Definitely cafe.
Okay, and could you tell everyone the reason is why you choose cafe?
I don't know, we associate cappuccino more for breakfast and cafe more for any time of the day.
Okay, thank you for your...
You're welcome.
Okay, from this example, everyone can see this is the cultural differences. Because I think most of the Taiwanese would not like too strong flavors cafe. We will choose cappuccino to instead. So this is cultural difference. So that's why CQ is so important, because we have to know the basic culture knowledge, and with learn mindfulness, and it is become our CQ ability. Okay, and my second topic, and it is also my last topic, is friendships. I will take two persons for example. One is the professor of New York University, Dr. Paula Chindan, and another is also the students of the first stage of TIP, that is Ben Chen, and he is the operation manager of the Colonel. And tomorrow I will hold a speech in my company, which is about the teamwork and the communication across the different departments. So when I received the invitation from my company, I contact Ben to make a video in my presentation, and we also have a very good collaborations during this job. And another professor is Bao Chunjun, and just about 2 weeks ago, I received the letter from him because he said he has written the statement of TIP, and he has mentioned me in the paragraph. So when I read the articles, I felt really touched, because even already 5 years passed, the professor still remember me and always give me a lot of huge encouragement during my life. So, at last, I want to give some gifts for the students who want to join this program. First is developing your CQ ability during the program, and building the lifelong friendships during the program and after the programs. And last, enjoy your life in Italy. Okay. Thank you for everyone's listening.
Last but not least, let's invite the other intern. During the TIP, he interned in GBU Global Business Union, and he learns how to upgrade his working efficiency and how to work in a team. So let's invite Mr. Cai Shangpu to tell us what he learned from GBU.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here, especially Professor Tatiki, Professor Shi. It's nice to see you again. Today, I'd like to talk to you about TIP program. It has been 4 years since I came back to Taiwan. My focus will be on what I have done in and what I have learned in Italy. The reason I'm so passionate about TIP has to do with my experience as an intern. While I was there, I learned a lot, and it is helpful in my career. My name is Cai Shangpu. You can also call me Frank. I practiced in GBU consulting during the internship, and then I entered into Mizuho Bank, one of the biggest just 3 bank in Japan as my first full-time job. And now I'm working for Taipei Fubon Bank in corporate banking department. This is the company I practiced before, GBU Consulting. It's a consulting firm, and GBU is a full-service business development and general management consulting firm. We focus on SME firm. The headquarters is in San Diego, and the employee about 20 to 25. And we have the branch in USA, Italy, United Arab Emirates, and Jordan. This is our tutor, Diego. He is also the CEO. He's also the CEO and the co-founder of GBU Consulting. Speaking fluently Italian, English, French, and Spanish. And he is also a very successful entrepreneur. And what I've done in the GBU Consulting, we have done the 4 main projects. First of all, we done the market industry research and the website translation, agile marketing plan, and the last hands-on project. This is the website translation. GBU Consulting is an extremely globalized company. The official website has six language version, and we've done the Chinese version of the page. And then the tutor led us to develop the agile marketing plan for GBU Consulting. And I learned how to make good and reasonable pricing decision. And in the last is the hands-on project. Our client, Etica, is the biggest BPO teleservice company in Italy. They are ready to expand the business to the North American market. So we help them to develop market strategy. And what I have learned from Italy, this is our tutor's feedback. They think we demonstrated high flexibility and adaptability in the various projects. And we have the ability to get the heart of what the clients need. And we successfully fill the gap between academic work and the global work. I think this is a very precious and unforgettable working experience for my career. In the last, I'd like to show you the photos. This is the press conference of the Ministry of Education and some newspaper about TIP program. During the 6 months, through the projects we work at, we have been trained in different aspects of international business and learn to adapt in different fields as possible as we can. Besides, we also enhance the professional business capacity through the diverse seminars to fill the gap between academic and the business practice. Looking forward to the future. With these experiences, we believe that we can demonstrate high flexibility and adaptability to overcome the challenges. So welcome to involve with TIP program. Thank you.
That's all the presentations today. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's ceremony. And does anyone have any questions? No? So let's call it today. Thank you very much.
你现在后面的。